Hello, my name is Ahmed. Today I will provide a quick introduction to Domino UI. In this demo, we will cover the steps to create a new simple Domino UI application and explore how to create and customize the application layout or shell. Let's get started. As we see here, this is the DominoKit website, which offers a set of tools for building front-end applications using Java. Our focus today is on Domino UI. We can visit the website to learn more about it. We will proceed to the Getting Started guide here. There you can follow the instructions to create a new Domino UI application. This tutorial will utilize the DominoKit CLI tool. You can visit the CLI tool GitHub page, and from there, you can visit the releases page and download the installation package that suits your operating system. I'm using Ubuntu and I have it already installed. Now let's begin by creating our sample project. We will open a terminal and run the command DominoKit turn app -t/t basic. So this is a basic simple project template. Okay, -v dev. So we are using the development version from Domino UI -n. Then we give it a name, shell in our case. Okay. Then we give it a group ID .dominokit.samples. Now we have the project created for us, and we can load it using any Java IDE. In my case, it's IntelliJ. As you can see here, we have a README file with the instructions to build and run the application. Before we start following these instructions, I will talk quickly about the modules listed in the project here. So the Shell API. The Shell API is used in case we need to have a separate backend to host our APIs like the REST endpoints. We will not be using this module in this tutorial. Okay. Then we have the Shell client. This is the main focus for this tutorial and is used to compile our Java code into JavaScript. This is where we write the UI part. Okay. Then we have the Shell server, which is used to run a Tomcat instance that serves the index page and the compiled JavaScript. Okay. Then we have last the Shell Shield, which is used to host any modules or interfaces or other classes that are used by both the Shell API and the Shell client. We will not use this module in this tutorial. Okay. Now let's follow the instructions to build and run the application. So in one terminal, we open and we execute this command. We just do maven clean verify and wait until it finishes. Here in this step, it's actually compiling our Java code into JavaScript. It might take some time, especially when you do this for the first time. Once it's finished, we can run the application. Okay, so the application built successfully. which is cool. Now we can run the application. So here we can see that we will be running the development mode. In development mode, we will start. We will need to use two terminals. We will execute this one terminal. Let me split this right. So in this terminal, we run this command. Okay, start Tomcat instance. As we said before, this Tomcat instance will serve the index page and the compiled JavaScript for us. It's started now on port 8080. This is our application port. Next, we need to start the code server using this command in a separate terminal. The code server is responsible for watching our Java source code. So whenever we change the source code, it will automatically do some kind of incremental compilation whenever we refresh the browser to get the changes. So once both servers are finish starting up, we can access the application in the browser. So the application will be running on localhost 8080. If we refresh, as you can see here, the code server is already running and is doing its first phase of compilation. Yeah. And here we can see that we have this kind of a shell or a layout for an application. It's simple. It has a title, header with a title, and a left drawer. The left drawer has two menu items. Yeah. When I click on one of those, it updates the content. Here we have menu one. If I click on the other one, it updates the content again. Yeah. Now let's go back to the application. Okay, we open the client module. This is our main focus here. We'll spend most of the time in this module. Okay, we have this this class called app. This class has this method called onModuleLoad. Think of this as a simple Java main class, which has a main method. So this is our entry point, our application entry point, and this code is responsible for creating this shell that we have seen here. Now, of course, we will start from scratch, so we'll be deleting everything here. We need also the imports. Right. Now, if we refresh the browser, you'll see that it's compiling. The code server picks up the changes and it's compiling, and we now ends up with a blank page. So what is next? Okay, let's recreate the layout step by step and learn more about this component. Okay, so first of all, we need to create a new instance of the layout. So let's go var shell equal layout. Slow. But create. Let's give it a title. Okay, shell demo. Once we are done creating the instance, we can now append it to the document body or to the HTML body. Append child shell. Okay, now we refresh again and see what we will have here. Okay, so this is a very basic layout with just a header that has a title, okay, and a content panel. Very simple. What else we can do with the shell? We can, for example, add a footer. With footer. Let's now refresh and see what we'll have. Okay, so you can see here that we have a footer at the bottom of the page. So we have a header, content, and footer. Next. Okay, let's add a left drawer. Okay. Left drawer. Simple as that. Now let's refresh. Here it is. We have a nice left drawer. Okay. What about a right drawer that opens to the right side? Right drawer. Let's now refresh again. Okay, so we have another drawer to the right. We have one to the left and one to the right. Okay, nice. Okay, let's play a little bit with the left drawer. So I can do something like this. Left drawer span up equal to. Now, if I refresh, see that. Okay, so the left drawer now spans over, uh, hovers over the header bar of the shell of our layout. Okay, we can also do something like set left drawer span down to. Now the left drawer spans over or hovers over the footer and the header of our shell. What else we can do? Set fixed left drawer true. So we can fix its position. Cool. So now it has a fixed position. Okay, so instead of hovering over the header or the footer, it's actually shrinks them. Okay, shrinks them and takes full space. Okay, cool. Okay, so what else we can do with the layout? Let's try to add an icon here. Okay, what we can do is something like this. Okay, so we can use this syntax with it an instance individual components of the layout and customize them. Okay, so this is the nav bar. Okay, can do nav bar dot append child postfix add-on dot off icons dot club, and let's give it a clickable. Okay, now if we refresh, okay, so we have this little nice icon here. What we can do, for example, for the right drawer, we can do something like this. Set right drawer toggle icon with icons.club. Okay, and we can simply remove this and see what happens. Nice. So now we have these settings that we can use to toggle the right drawer, and we might have some sort of settings or control panel here to change the settings of our application. We can still do something like this. Nav bar again. Okay, this is our nav bar. Nav bar, append child, postfix add-on, icons, tell, Okay, clickable, then join, badge, create, just give it any number, add CSS, UI, right? Okay, so let's see what is the result of this. Okay, so we have this icon with this little patch here. We can actually make it rounded here. So we can do something like this. Rounded full, fresh. Now we have this little notification icon now. We can not only append icons to the right side of the navigation bar here, but we can also append more icons to the left too if we need, okay, using the prefix add-on instead of the postfix. So let's append prefix add-on of icons dots vertical, for example. So what happens now? Okay, so now we have these three dots. Gonna attach a menu or something to this one, maybe. As you can see, we have some nice little navigation bar here. Next, let's see what we can do with the left drawer panel here. How can we append some sort of a menu here in case we need that? So we will, instead of this, let's do something like, so now we have left drawer. Now in the left drawer, let's add a menu. Okay. Menu. The value will be of type string. Wait. Set the title. Let's just call it menu. Set icons to apps. Then let's append some menu items. Append tile menu item. Create. So this would be also of type string. Page 1. Append tile prefix add-on off. This will give it an, let's create an icon. Icons home. And let's append another one. Now if we refresh, okay, so we have a menu, but it's not very nice. Let's make it fit the width and let's remove these borders. So in the menu itself, I can do CSS, something like this, with all UI border none. Okay, see what happens now. We can also change the header color. We can do something like this with header. Okay, so this is the menu header. The CSS on kit field, for example. on empty white. Yeah, like this. We can play a little bit with the height if we want. UI. Maybe let's try this relative value. Uh, so maybe it, or let's say, let's try with 12 first. Those are not pixels. They are just some relative values. Didn't do anything. So let's just try min height. So force it. If that is enough, you can try higher values. So let me try with it. Increase it a little bit. Okay, much better. Okay, so now we have this. You can see we have a menu. We can customize the menu. Searchable tool, for example. Yeah, so this search to our menu. Nice. Then we can do something like set menu. Create join item. And location, for example, icon. So set icon. See, and child prefix and on off icons that store mark, for example, and on panel notifications, then notification alert. Anyway, fresh now. So we have this nice little cascade menu here. Okay, nice, cool. Let's try a different type of menus, a tree-like menu. So we need to, let's just remove this code here and try a different kind of menu. Child tree. So type string. Create menu. Yes. We can make it searchable. Tool. Now we can append some items. So item instead of 3. if every tree item has a key and value, like text, something like that. So the other one is store, and in this one we can do something like this: append item, tree item, create dot store marker locations store name. And we end up with this menu. Instead of cascaded menu, we have a tree-like menu now. And it does also support search. Okay. As you can see. And we can do the same thing in the header. Okay, nice. So this is with the menu. We can, of course, do something like add a click listener or add the item. Just remember this one. Add selection listen. So whenever I select a tree item, this is the source, the item that I clicked on. Okay, so I can do something like notification, create source get value. Show. Now if I refresh, okay, see this. Nice. We'll talk about notifications in another video. Now let's append some content to the footer, for example. So here we were saying with footer, so we can do the same thing, customize it. So this is the footer. Footer, but append child. Let's add a div, sample div. Let's make it a flex. Flex items, my item center, justify the content center. Okay, UI width full, and UI, and let's have full height full. Okay, append child result icon or create, give it an icon, copyright, since 2023, for example, something like that. Let's check our footer now. We have this listed nice, centered copyright. Okay. Let's now, for example, change the content of the layout. Okay, so let's add something to the content. Let's do something like this. With content, this is the content. Okay. Content append child. Let's add a card. Card create. So example content. Okay. This is the description. Content. Append child. Okay, let's say maybe div text content labels dot orient option. Let's use the okay. You can also do the append child. Okay, postfix add-on of icons dot vertical clickable. We can maybe add something like this. Add postfix add-on of add create 23 success UI. Let's see. Green. Okay, I have it like this. Let's just swap these two like this. Okay, I love it. I like it rounded more. Nice. Okay. We can also give it an icons. Just for example. Looks nice. Last, we can do the same thing with the right drawer, same as the left drawer. When we talk more about other Domino UI components, we might try to fill this area with something meaningful, maybe a sample setting control panel here. But let's try to build some sort of a notification pop up here whenever I click on this notification icon to show some kind of a pop up. Okay. So this bell icon, this is the bell icon. Okay. Okay, so it has a badge. I'm going to append only to notifications, so just to keep it make sense. So for this icon, we'll say with pop over. So this icon will have a pop over attached to it. This is pop over. Pop over dot set position direction bottom middle. Okay. What else we need here? Let's just append some random content to the pop over for now. Pin child dev text content. Okay, so we have something like this. Not very great. Let's make it look nice. So first of all, let's give it some kind of a rounded border. UI rounded C and D. Okay, and let's give it a different accent so the arrow is a little bit more clear. White 5. Okay. Let's give it some padding in the body. So this is the body of the pop over. Body that's as UI. Some padding, but just not too much. Okay. Let's append some content again. Have text content. Okay. And yes, holder text. So it looks a little bit different now. Okay, looks better. Okay, so let's create these kind of notification block component. Okay, here or UI. Yeah. So what we are going to do, we want to align them in a column. So we expect this content here to be a flex. Okay, with column direction. Okay, and we need to have some sort of a gap between each notification item. Same as the padding, I think, will work. So this is the container for the notification items. Let's now append something that represents each notification item. So I will go with something called info block. It's also a component from Domino UI. Create. So we have an info block here now. We will give it some CSS customization. Okay, we don't need it to, for example, to expand or to stretch to fit the content width, because this is its default behavior. We need to fix its width since it will be in a pop-up. Okay, so I will give it a maximum width 72. Okay, let's give it a background. You will give each one a different background. Sorry. Okay, let's also make it rounded, just like the book over itself. Okay, let's give it padding for its own content. Okay, so this is the info block. Let's give it some content to the info block. Okay, so this is the header. We will add a remove button for this notification or a dismiss button, whatever it is. Okay, what about the body of the notification? Let's just append some random text. Okay, so let's go with labels, short version. Let's add some footer content for the notification, just button, for example, to archive it or whatever. Okay. So we will have button to the left, for example, fix that one. Link button, so it doesn't look like a button. Okay, it will look like a text that is clickable. Create with an icon and text. Icons, archive, for example. Could be anything. Make it a small icon. Just make it small since it's inside a bubble, inside a notification. Size 6. Okay. That's it for a single notification. Let's see the output of this. Okay, nice, cool. Maybe we can add a border here, just to split the footer from the, and give it, we forgot to give this a text. I think so. Yeah, here it is. Archive, font size. Archive. Okay, okay. And we can do something like this, add CSS. New on order top. We only need it on the top. We need it to be solid. Border. Let's the border be teal for let's make sure it's not rounded. Nice. We didn't add any logic to these, by the way, yet. Yeah. So let's just duplicate this one. I'll just change background. Okay, so we have the notification drop down here now, as you can see. Cool. And I think that's it. Thank you for watching. See you in another video. Goodbye.